Hi, I'm Roy Furr, and for today's video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, we're doing another One Big Idea video. And today we're going to talk about this book, Launch by Jeff Walker. And we're going to talk about the one big idea that I felt was most useful, most influential, most profitable, the biggest breakthrough in this book. And I will admit here that this idea comes out of more observing Jeff than explicitly an idea that he emphasizes in the book, because the whole structure of Jeff's book and Jeff's product launch formula, or PLF, is really designed to get you to follow his approach, his system, his campaign structure, his entire method, right? And you can't really knock his method when you look at the results and when you look at the success that so many people have had by following Jeff into this method, by learning from this method. But at the same time, when you look at it from a principles and strategies perspective, as opposed to a techniques and tactics perspective, when you look at it from a deep perspective, as opposed to a superficial perspective, when you look at it as far as what is going on at its core versus what's going on the detailed implementation, what you realize is that Jeff's book it operates from foundations that are so much older than the internet. Even though the subtitle of the book is An Internet Millionaire's Secret Formula to Sell Almost Anything Online, Build a Business You Love, and Live the Life of Your Dreams, and it's all about internet marketing. So what is this one big idea? What's the one big idea that I took away from Launch? Well, the one big idea is that campaign thinking is many times more profitable than one-shot thinking or hodgepodge, try it, do whatever I feel like today and see if it sticks thinking. So the fundamental approach in Launch is that you actually, instead of just saying, oh, here's my new product and check it out and buy it if you want, you actually set up an entire campaign built with Jeff's outline, where you get people excited about the product beforehand, you tease details of it, you lay out why people wanted it or why people would want it, you give them some content that actually gets them inspired and interested in it, and then you launch the product to this warm audience, and then you have it out there for a limited period of time. And you have specific communications that go out throughout that sell the product as part of this campaign structure. And then you either set it up that you are raising the price, or you're taking away bonuses, or you're closing down sales completely, and you actually shut down or cut off whatever particular offer you had in place for the launch period. And so you have this whole campaign structure that has a beginning, a middle, and end that tells the story of your product, that gets people excited, gets them emotionally invested, gets them motivated. If you follow his method to the letter, it develops social proof. So people start talking about you, talking about your product, talking about what you're doing, talking about your launch. And it does all these things right that are built around the idea, the one big idea, that if you really thoughtfully put together a campaign in promotion of your product, your service, your offer, you are many miles ahead of someone who just says, here's something that I got for you. Maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye. If you want to be successful in marketing, in business building, in launching your internet business, whatever, it is extremely helpful to think in terms of campaigns. Think in terms of not who am I going to send a single message to, but what audience am I going to build a relationship with that predisposes them to be interested in my message in the first place, that really lays out the problem and solution equation of my offer, that introduces them to the product in a way that gets them excited about what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm launching, and really plays into the other buying motivations, including things like scarcity and things like having an irresistible offer, and all the other factors that go into successful marketing, successful selling, successful persuasion. And how are you going to structure a campaign around that that then leads to maximum success? And I'll tell you what, I have used the idea of this to do 6 and 7 figure campaigns in the past, where I've either done it in the form of a sales letter, a video presentation, or a webinar, or whatever. And I've done this with clients for years and years, and it didn't have to follow the launch formula. Now, nothing, again, I'm not knocking Jeff and the launch formula, but you don't need the launch formula. You just need a good plan. And the launch formula is a good plan that you can use, lacking any other alternative out there. So next time you're putting together whatever marketing message or marketing plan you're going to do, don't think in terms of one shot, okay, what's the one ad that we can put out and hopefully people respond to it. Think about it in terms of, okay, how can we structure this as a campaign where we get people involved, where we communicate with them over a period of days or weeks, where we pre-motivate, pre-educate, and get them to pre-qualify themselves as good prospects, get them engaged in a way that goes beyond the actual purchasing decision, so that when we actually do put the purchasing decision in front of them, they're going to be predisposed to respond. And then how can we do that in a way that really encourages the maximum number of qualified prospects to respond and to do business with us? So I encourage you to get this book and go deeper. Jeff Walker's Launch it's a great book, and I'm a big fan of Jeff, of his work. He operates from the core direct response principles that work in any market, in any business, and actually in any media well beyond the internet. And in his particular case, he is applying those principles using his proven system of the product launch formula, and you can get at least the base level, launch PLF 101 from his book. And so if you haven't read it, if you haven't bought it, if you haven't gone through it, I encourage you to do it. And actually, if you have, you may benefit tremendously from actually going through it again. So if you want to pick up a copy of the book, I always include an Amazon link with these videos. If you want more from me, I publish a Monday through Thursday essay on marketing, copywriting, business building, selling, and more. That's at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com. Also, there's always a link with the video if you're not on the site. And you can, of course, subscribe to me on YouTube, where you'll get these videos every Friday as they come out. So with that, again, I'm Roy Furr. This is your video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, and I look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Bye.